it should come as no surprise to anyone that in a desperate attempt to stay relevant, Piers Morgan is being a twat. We're approaching the halfway point of the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020, which rather confusingly isn't being called Tokyo 2021. I'm guessing they had most of the printing done before the COVID thing happened. I love the Olympics, watching the healthiest, fittest people on earth competing on behalf of their countries. And one of the sports I like the most is gymnastics, because gymnasts are incredible. And I appreciate it even more, because now I've reached an age where if I stand up too quickly I get dizzy, and if I walk into a room and just turn around, I usually forget why I'd gone in there. Like I said, gymnasts are incredible. These young men and women, and sorry wokeists, that's all there is in gymnastics. None of them yet identify as a non-binary unicorn. But you see them, running along at what looks like about 70 to 80 miles an hour. They hit the springboard and the vault, and then they're up there for a fucking month. And to quote Lee Mack, the only thing any of us mortals knows about gymnastics is, that's good, that's shit. And the greatest female athlete of all time is 24-year-old American Simone Biles, who holds a truly staggering 30 Olympic and World Championship medals. Not only that, but a few years ago, she came forward to reveal she'd been sexually abused by her coach. This opened up the floodgates for other female gymnasts, and now we're aware of the abuse that used to go on in the sport. Earlier in the week, Simone made a mistake during the team event, so she stepped down for the sake of her team to let her backup take over, and then said she wouldn't be competing in the individual final for the sake of her mental health. I think that takes incredible bravery. And then I saw an interview with ex-GB gymnast Jennifer Pinches, and she explained that Simone was getting something which gymnasts call the twisties. It's when stress affects their spatial awareness. So if a gymnast takes off and then loses where up and down is, they can land on their head, and that's game over. So if we factor in the stress of being the world number one, having the expectation that she would win every event which she entered, and then on top of that, they're all competing in empty stadiums because this game is taking place in the middle of a fucking pandemic, it's understandable that it got to her. The woman deserves a medal, but she's got enough of them already. So enter celebrity wank stain Piers Morgan, who the day before he tore into Simone Biles had said the only medal worth getting is gold. Really, Piers? So an athlete who wins a bronze medal should feel no sense of achievement? That of the 8 billion people on this earth, on that one day there were 2 who performed better than they did? What an utter fucking prick. And of course the gymnast was an obvious target for Piers Morgan, because being an arsehole to women and minorities is sort of his thing. So here's what he said about her withdrawing from the competition. Are mental health issues, which he put in inverted commas, the new go-to excuse for every poor performance in elite sport? What a joke. Just admit you did badly. Kids need strong role models, not this nonsense. Mocking someone who's struggling with their mental health. Is it possible to go any lower? Well, of course it is. This is Piers fucking Morgan. Let's not forget, when he was the editor at the Mirror, he was complicit in journalists hacking the phones of celebrities and the phone of a British schoolgirl who'd been murdered. And he also ran a false story saying that British soldiers were torturing their captives, thus endangering the lives of the entire British Armed Forces. The man is utterly despicable. So let's apply Piers' criticism to himself. He says kids need strong role models. This is a man who lost a fight to Jeremy Clarkson. Now, I'm a huge fan of the world's greatest motoring journalist, as can be seen by my shirt from his farm shop. There is no one better at driving a car sideways while shouting at a TV camera. But if it came to a bout of pugilism, I wouldn't view him as a particularly formidable opponent. Although he did punch that producer as well, didn't he? And how about coping under pressure? Because it's only been a few weeks since Piers got into a very public spat on Twitter after he criticised the English tennis player Emma Raducanu because she pulled out of Wimbledon after effectively suffering a panic attack. Now, she's only 18 years old, playing in the world's most famous tennis tournament, again in the middle of a fucking plague. It's no wonder the pressure got to her. And who was fuck Nugget Morgan arguing with on Twitter? Olympic gold medalist and double Wimbledon champion Sir Andy Murray. Who do you suppose knows more about tennis? So Simone Biles, with the eyes of the world upon her. Well, maybe the pressure was just a bit too much. But why did Piers Morgan leave his job on Good Morning Britain? He got too stressed having an argument with a weatherman. Yes, after being intellectually bested by a man who talks about isobars and lets us know when it's going to rain, Piers Morgan tore off his microphone and stormed off like a toddler having a tantrum. And it transpires that audiences in both the USA and the UK have no desire to see Mr. Morgan on their television anytime soon. Which is understandable because he's a racist, sexist, lying fuck trumpet. When Simone Biles, Emma Raducanu or anyone in the public eye gives the message that effectively it's okay not to be okay, that deserves nothing but praise. And on that poignant note, thanks for watching. English tennis player Emma Raducanu, her mother's Chinese, her dad's Romanian, and she was born in Canada, but she's good at tennis. Fuck it, she's English. First week of the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2012, that's fucking London 2012. Olympic gold medalist and double Wimbledon, fuck's sake, not again. Olympics, seeing the fittest, oh fuck it. I love watching gymnasts, that's fucking wrong, no. Ugh, fuck. That, is that what the fuck is that?